the amazing staff here at Oaklawn for getting everything out to us. But we want to go ahead and go through our awards luncheon, something that we started a couple years back to kind of expand the opportunity to recognize those who are important to us in the industry. I also want to remind everyone at the end of the awards ceremony, we are very grateful to have Susan Martin here, again, the Director of Marketing for Equineline. So she's going to be giving us a presentation once our awards ceremony has ended. So we'll look forward to having her up here soon. So each year, the National HBPA Industry Awards Committee, I think, has the task of trying to select an individual horse that really exemplifies the National HBPA, the hardworking nature of what we all know as the backbone of the industry, and that's the claiming horse. Obviously, in this day and age, the claiming races are the majority races, and I tend to always say it's the Tuesday, Thursday racing that pays for Saturday and Sunday, because the wagering is the same. But ultimately, our awards committee, they select 2 horses each year now. When I started, we do select kind of a restricted stake in that we select the horse of the year for the claiming crown, ones that just present and race in the claiming crown. But a much more broad spectrum is going through horses throughout the country and trying to settle on what is the National HBPA claiming horse of the year. So for 2021, while it was a tough decision, I think the Industry Awards Committee and Chair Todd Mostaller, who's here with us, really landed on an exceptional choice. So I would like to honor our owners today, recipients, and the horse's special reserve. So we'll give a special reserve a round of applause. Special Reserve started last season being claimed for $40,000, and he ended as the National HBPA Claiming Horse of the Year. The 5-year-old, I believe now 6-year-old Gelding, won 2 graded stakes and 3 stakes overall. On his way to second, or being second in the Grade 1 Vanderbilt, but then also I thought a very competitive 4th in the Breeders' Cup Sprint. It was an amazing horse to watch. I'm happy to say Mike Maker's a friend, and I know that he's done an excellent job with the horse, but we want to recognize the owners. Mr. David Stodiker and Mr. Pete Proscia is here today to recognize and get their trophy, but we're also happy to have, Mike couldn't make us, that whole speech, Mike couldn't be here today, but luckily for us, we do have one of his assistants, Guppy Meyer is here, and we even have a trophy for him. We just didn't bring it out because I wasn't aware he was going to be here. But if I can get the owners and Guppy to come on up, we'd love to present and take some good photographs with Dr. Daniels. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here and be invited to this award, and thank you for the kind words. Together with my partner, together with Guppy and all of Mike Baker's team, this was a team effort, and we're very pleased with the outcome of the Special Reserve. It was about 13 months ago to the day that we did claim him here, and we've had quite a run with him. We're looking forward to him coming back this year perhaps not here, or maybe here, I'm not quite sure of the location, but we will be on track hopefully to do as well, or perhaps better than we did last year. And we'll just be looking for another special reserve hopefully this year somewhere. And it's quite a ride, and we're very pleased about the results. And we'd like to thank the people here at Oakland and the association for having us. And look forward to a great year for everyone here. Please be safe, have a good time, and God bless. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the award, but most importantly, I'd like to thank everybody in this room. You guys do such a great job for this industry all over the country. Purses, backstretch, trainers, workers. Thank you guys so much for everything you do. You make the sport so great. Thank you.
We definitely want to thank the owners for coming here to Oakland. It's tough to get people to come here to Oakland. I know it's difficult to get them to come all the way down here. Before we move on to the next portion of our award ceremony, I want to again thank one of our sponsors, Embrace the Race. Each year, Embrace the Race presents us with some gift bags. And so, a little bit earlier today, Andrea and Michelle passed out some flyers on the table. And I don't want you to look at them just now, but the HBPA trifolds, there'll be a special award right before Ms. Martin comes up to talk. We'll be able to give something away. So, lay your hands on one quickly. So another very rewarding part of my job here is being able to work with certainly some of the best horsemen, best organizers that I've been around in the business for a long time. Most importantly, though, from their aspect, their commitment to the HBPA. As David just said, those in this room make the HBPA. And what you guys do on a daily basis, from a benevolence standpoint, from dealing with racetracks, many of you dealing with your stable, it takes a lot. And it takes a lot of commitment, it takes a lot of passion, and it certainly takes a lot of resolution. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Peter Eckebert. Peter's going to come up, and we are going to recognize 3 honorees this year for the National HBPA.
Sorry, you're coming up first. The 3 people that we want to recognize, first off, we'd like to recognize Bob Jeffries. Bob was a director with the HBPA as the Tampa Bay representative for years and did a yeoman's job and really was there and so helpful on so many issues. And Bob And Doc, I guess if you can come up as well, we need to. Yeah, Bob, you can come on up. Thank you. Hey, Bob. We are recognizing Bob with a resolution. We've been wanting to get this to him for a while, and finally he's made it here to share this time with us. And so we've got a resolution for him, this formal resolution from the Executive Committee of the Board of Directors that recognizes Bob and for all that he's done and his outstanding record as a leader, his vital contributions to the mission of the HBPA. And Bob is truly, through his lifetime of service in the industry and with the HBPA, has shown the motto of the HBPA, a horseman helping horsemen. He sure has lived that, and we appreciate that. Thank you, Bob.
Okay, this is a real surprise. I guess I could say I'm speechless, but all you guys have known me for the last 25 years knows that's not going to happen. If it wasn't for the National HBPA, I wouldn't be here today because we had some really rough times in Tampa, and I won't go into the weeds on that, but through the National HBPA, we were able to work out a really good working relationship with the owner of the track, Mrs. Stella Thayer and Pete Ruby, general manager. And I know when I stepped down in 2019, that we had a very strong HBPA for our horsemen. And I hope that continues, but we all know in this business, things can go south on you real quick if you're not on top of everything. This award's not just for me. It's for my wife, Patricia, and my son, Scott. Because when we were not getting stalls those first couple of years, it was really hard on all of us, so that's for them too. And I'd like to say, through our HBPA in Tampa and the National HBPA, I have met some of the nicest people that you've ever learned to know. And I also know that I made friends that will last a lifetime. So in the end, I just want to say thank you for being my friend.
This next recipient, I don't think is expecting this, but that's what makes it fun. This resolution and recognition goes out to Dennis Blake, who has been the editor of the Horseman's Journal and took it from the pits back to being a great, and had taken us in a situation where we were really in the red to a situation where now we're in the black. And Dennis has done a wonderful job. We've got a resolution here where the board has recognized him and expressed the gratitude for his outstanding journalistic record as the editor of the Horseman's Journal for these past 10 years, and his position as the Horseman's Journal editor for his vital contributions to the mission of the HBPA. again, yes, it goes on here to say that, you know, we all really respect and thank you for all that you've done and hope that you will keep assisting us in a lesser capacity, but still helping us with our mission to keep our members informed. Let me turn this over to Mark. Mark is the chairman of the Horse Insurance Committee. And finally, we wish to recognize our immediate past president, Leroy Guessman. Leroy, come on up. Hopefully he's here. While Leroy is making his way up this way, let me read the resolution from the board of directors of the National HBPA that present this resolution as passed on March the 2nd in Hot Springs, Arkansas. The board wishes to recognize and honor and express its sincere gratitude to Leroy Guessman for his outstanding contributions and wise counsel in all matters affecting the National HBPA during many years of service to the National HBPA as a national director, first regional vice president, and president. Whereas the board further wishes to recognize Leroy for his exemplary service as president of the Iowa HBPA and as consultant for the Arizona HBPA. His vital role and instrumental work in the legislative process led to guarantee horsemen and women the maximum share of revenue and increased purses for thoroughbred races in Iowa and in Arizona tracks. And further, wish to recognize Leroy and the team within him, his wife, who through their many hours of service in the National HBPA, both of them and their involvement in thoroughbred horse racing have done nothing but to push forward the industry. Leroy, too, had a first Iowa $1 million winner in Sure Shot Biscuit. And finally, we want to ask Leroy that when he can pull himself away from golfing and baseball, that he make himself once in a while available for us to consult, because he seems to cut through the shaft and get to the heart of the matter. So congratulations, Leroy.
Thank you, guys. I just want to say that it was a pleasure serving you as president. I know we had our ups and downs, but I really enjoyed working with all of you, developed a lot of good friendships. I do want to say one thing, that Tom Madson's the one that finally convinced me to be a president and take over this responsibility. Then, as it turned out, I kind of filled in Tom's shoes out in Arizona. I just want to thank Tom because he was such a great guy. He got me involved in this. And again, thank you all for supporting me for the 6 years that I served you. And may the horsemen continue to help horsemen. That's what this is all about. Thank you.
Thank you guys, everybody. We appreciate that. It's been a great lunch. So now, before we ask Ms. Susan to come up to finish out the lunchtime period here, if you've got an HBPA flyer on your table, turn it over. Does anybody have a sticker? Have a star? Odd Monstello doesn't count? No. Odd Monstello? Who else has got a star? Joe Poole. All right. So thanks to Mike and Jill at Embrace the Race. We'll get you some gift bags here. Obviously, Embrace the Race started. They've got their store in Saratoga. They believe in the aspiration for excellence. Celebrate the pursuit that is never ending with the iconic symbol that is Embrace the Race. If you don't know their merchandise, I challenge you to go to their website. One of the coolest things about them is their logo. They've got a logo that has 8 lines drawing a horse, and each of them means something. So it's a great company, family run, and they've got great products. So thank you for them donating the gift bags to us. So as we wrap up our lunch, I would ask for Susan to come to the stage. Each year, we want to make sure our sponsors have the opportunity to present, if they wish to, our corporate sponsors, and Susan is here on behalf of Equineline.
Thank you, Eric, and thank you, everyone. It's very nice to be here again and see everyone in person once again. So I'm going to take just a few minutes to go over some of the things that Equineline offers that are resources that can help you as horsemen. So Equineline is a service that offers things like pedigrees and past performance race records, mare produce records, stallion reports. We also offer a portfolio service, which I'm going to tell you a little bit about today. We have a horse farm management program that works on the cloud and then also is a standalone program on PC or a network. Our sales catalog app, which I'm going to talk about a little bit, as well as our mare produce records app. And we do have a trainer program as well as an owner program. So as Eric mentioned, we do have a long-standing relationship with the HBPA and HBPA offices. That actually, this marks the 30-year anniversary as it all started in 1992. And most of the HBPA track offices do make Equineline reports available to their members. And if you are with a track that doesn't do so, but you'd like to, please let me know. We'll see that can happen. We do offer special discounted prices to the HBPA track offices, and that's on our most popular reports, the past performances, the pedigrees, produce records, and sire reports. And those are discounted anywhere from 25% to 40% for the members at the track offices. So this is our Equineline site. I wanted to show you just a few things about this that can be a resource to you. There is so much to offer. We can't go into everything, but I'm going to highlight just a few things for you. And I wanted to start with some of the free services, and that's highlighted in the upper toolbar there under free services. One of these is our free 5-cross pedigrees, and these can be run on on any horse, and as long as it's a registered thoroughbred. And you can also run hypothetical pedigrees, meaning that you put in the sire and dam to see what the resulting pedigree would look like. So some of the information there, you're going to see what the best race class of the horse is, also inbreeding, and if the horse has gone through public auction, you'll see the most recent auction history with a link to see the details of every time that horse has gone through a sale. Another of the free services is our free auction results. And this is available by sire, by horse, by dam, by broodmare sire, consigner. So there's a number of ways that you can view this information. Again, if a horse has gone through public auction, you will be able to come here and see all of that auction history for the horse. I wanted to tell you about our portfolio service for years, and I still do. I think this is one of the most innovative services and useful services that we offer to horsemen. And I'm going to tell you just some of the highlights of it, but trust me, it doesn't really do it justice as to what all that it does offer. But it's a way to track your thoroughbred interest, whether that's on a broodmare and her produce, on a horse in training, or a sire's progeny. And if you think about it as being something like a stock portfolio, anytime that you go and look at this portfolio, you're seeing the most up-to-date information there is on those horses in your portfolio. So it's dynamic, it's always changing, it's always being updated. So for a mare, you're going to, if you put a mare into your portfolio, we're going to keep track of the race records on all her foals, as well as the sales records. If you're going to get notification if any of her foals are entered in a race, or if they actually go through a race, you'll see the results. If they are entered in a sale, you'll get notification of that, as well as after the horse is sold, what the whole horse sold for and who bought it. Also, notification on any family update. A black type win or place, you're going to get a notification on that, because that's going to affect your pedigree. And as you see there, that you can, or you will get in the portfolio, a catalog style pedigree that is updated on a regular basis or at demand. We also have nicking reports for the mares. So if you want to see how, if you're into nicks or just want to use that as one of the tools in helping you decide who to breed a mare to, those are available within the portfolio for each of those mares. If you have a horse in training in a portfolio, we're going to keep the past performances on that horse updated. So if a horse races, this afternoon, within about 20 minutes of the race being official, that information is going to hit your portfolio, and you're going to see the updated past performance line for that horse, as well as its lifetime past performances. You can also view the race and view the charts. And just like with the mare and her produce, you will receive notifications every time that horse has a work, or if it is entered in a race, and then after it races, the result of that race. Same with sales entries and results. Same with the family stakes notification of a black type winner place, and same with the catalog style pedigree, so continuously being updated. The portfolio service also offers an expense and revenue center, so you can keep track of your expenses there as well as your revenues. And you can do so by horse if you want, but it's a really good tool for tax time, you know, for keeping track of your information and turning it over to do your taxes. It offers an interactive condition book, which means that it goes out and searches all the different tracks in their condition books, and you are making the selection of what tracks that you're interested in, what types of races you're interested in, whether it's, you know, for 2-year-old fillies or whatever distance on whatever kind of surface. And it will go through all the condition books and bring back to you all the races that meet that criteria. So it's something that is pretty unique. And then with, just like all of the products or services that Equineline offers, we do have international information that is included, and we do have the most comprehensive database of racing and pedigree information in the world. I did want to point out to you the feature portfolios. That you'll find this underneath the free services tab again, and this will give you an idea of how the portfolio works. What this is, if you go to the free or the featured portfolios, you'll see the top 10 colts, the top 10 fillies, and their dams. And it will give you an idea of how the portfolio actually works. And keep in mind, you know, that this portfolio is available to anyone, and you can use it if you have one horse or, you know, hundreds of horses. It's a service that works well for all levels of horse ownership or interest. Our pedigree binder is another unique tool, if you will, and it's a way for you to electronically manage and store or share your pedigrees or past performance race records. And by, you know, having it this way, you can access it from, of course, wherever you are at any time. So this just gives you a look at how one of these like pedigrees in the binder would look. And here I've got Secret Oath, added a picture of her, which you can certainly do. And as you can see, although this is just a snapshot of it, it is like a flip book, an electronic flip book, if you will. And you can have one pedigree or one past performance, or, you know, same on hundreds of horses if you want. And here's an example of putting the past performances in there. Again, you can personalize it if you want to add photos of your horses. This would be a great tool too for anyone that has like a syndicate and you want to share information with multiple owners. It's a really efficient way to do so. The Equineline Sales Catalog app is a tool that is free. It offers all of the sales catalogs by all the sales companies throughout the country in an app form. So before you're going to get the printed catalog, you're going to be able to see the catalog on the sales catalog app, you know, days, if not weeks, before you get the printed catalog. And you can really do a lot with this. The pedigree itself that you see is identical to what the sales catalog will have, but you can, you know, you can write on this, you can make notes on it, you can do searches to find horses that meet certain criteria that, you know, that are in this sale. If you want to see if it's a mixed sale and you want to see mares that have produced stakes horses, you know, do a tap and brings up all the horses that meet that criteria. So there's a whole page of options that you have to narrow down horses that you would want to look at that are in this sale. A couple other things that are unique about this: if you're actually out looking at the horses and you're evaluating them, and you want to rate those horses, we have options for you to quickly and easily do so, because, you know, if you're looking at very many horses, you know, you have to do, you know, you're moving pretty quickly. And this can all be customized. You know, if you look at certain things that maybe are unique to you, or you have a unique rating system that you use, that can be personalized just for you. Another really nice feature that the catalog app has is that updates since the catalog page was written are going to be shown to you. So that is updated daily, and you know, that's important information, because there are times where, like if you take, for instance, the Equineline September sale, the racing cutoff date for that happens around July 4th. So there's a lot of racing that happens between July 4th and the time the horse goes through the sale. So this shows you all the pertinent information that has happened since that racing cutoff date. And then after the horse goes through the sale, you will be able to see who bought the horse, how much it sold for, and then you have a link there. If there are photos or videos of the horse there, you can see those. This is our Mare Produce Records. It's an online service and it's an app. It is one of the services that we offer that it is a subscription. But for that subscription, you get unlimited access. So you can you can do as many searches on mares or horses to look at their dams as you want. And this information is real time, and so it's continuously updated. It doesn't contain worldwide information, so regardless of where the foals might be running, you're going to get that information. And it is accessible online via a computer or laptop. And then it is also available as an iPad app and an iPhone app. So you can access it in any of those ways. And this is just a sample of what you can expect to see. This is, I put in the mare Leslie's Lady here. And so you can see she's got quite the produce record. But all of this information comes to you, automatically via this app. And so you're seeing who her foals are, when they were born. The things that you see in blue are the sales information and also the racing information and the best race class of the horse. So if I do click on one of those blue tabs there, then it takes me to more detailed information in what is what we consider a tabulated race record. So you're seeing a summary race record for that horse, as well as any black type wins and places. Again, this is all real time and constantly or continuously updated. And then if you click on one of the blue tabs under the auction history, then you see that horse's complete auction history. So anytime the horse has gone through public sale, you're going to see the history of that. So this is a very popular service that we offer, and again, it is real time and available to you, in a number of ways online and through the various apps. I did want to mention to you something that we call custom reports, and you're not going to see those if you're looking on Equineline, but I wanted to make you aware that we do offer these things, and this is something that is going to be unique to what you need or what you're looking for. But keep in mind that we have racing information, pedigrees, sales. We have people information, like breeders, owners, information on horses and track. So this can be something as broad or as detailed as you would like for it to be, but it is very accurate and can save you a lot of time. So if there is something that maybe you're doing by hand or maybe that you'd like to get, and I know Eric, we worked with you before to supply some of these types of requests and a number of the local affiliates as well. So if there is something that you're thinking about, please contact us and we can see if we might be able to help you. We do offer a trainer program, and I know some of you trainers do use this. Again, it is through Equineline, so it's accessible wherever you are, and you know that your information is secure. But it allows you to keep track of your procedures, that are done with a horse, as well as keeping track of anything that does billing or has a billing charge that's associated with it. You can also allocate the percentage by owner percentage, and you can do things like run reports by horse to see what was earned and what the trainer's percentage of earnings are. So anyway, a very useful tool, and if any trainers aren't using this and you'd like to, you can certainly try that free for a month to see how it might work for you. I did want to also mention Blood Horse. Back in 2015, we did acquire a majority of interest in Blood Horse and own it jointly now with the Thoroughbred Owners and Breeders Association. And the Blood Horse has been dedicated to the improvement of racing and breeding industry for well over 100 years now. Back in last April, we did transition the magazine from a weekly to a monthly. And some of the changes that went along with that is the magazine now does have a 100-page minimum. In each issue, you're going to see in-depth profiles of owners or breeders, trainers, jockeys, people in the industry. There will be horse features. There's also always some type of market analysis, business stories on the industry issues that are most important, and then also horse health and welfare, plus a lot more, but that you are going to see that in each issue. Also, we offer Blood Horse Daily, so this is something that can keep you apprised of what's going on in our industry, with the news and people in the news, and also offers entries and results and gives you the capability of watching those results as well. So the daily, Blood Horse Daily is has the widest reach of any newsletter or app in the breeding and racing industry, and again, it is free. So you can download the newsletter PDF. You can set up to have it emailed to you automatically, or you can also use the app. We have an app where you can use it on your phone, and which would look much like this, so you can see not only today's Blood Horse Daily, but you can also tab and look at the most recent news that's happening, and as I mentioned, watch the results of races. Bloodhorse.com is dedicated to racing owners and breeders, and is the largest website for our industry of racing and breeding, with about 43 million page views every year. So a wide variety of information available to horsemen there, so please utilize that. Stallion Register, if you need information on stallions. The Blood Horse Stallion Register is the first place to go, and when people ask me, you know, if I want to know about a stallion or if I want to find out more about who I should breed mares to, I'll tell them the first place I would start is with the Blood Horse Stallion Register and start narrowing down some things there. And then when you find stallions that you're interested in, then if you want more detailed information, then you might go to Equineline and look at some of those sire reports. Also, for those of you that like to use your phone, the Global Stallions app is basically like the Stallion Register, but available on your phone or on your tablet. So it is set up for that type of look if that's how you're accessing. But really good tool. And as you'll see in there, I've highlighted the little hamburger menu, as we call it, the little stack there. Do be sure and tap on that because that's where all of the additional information can be found. So, and then just one last thing, going back to the HBPA and Equineline and our relationship there. I do have a promo code that I wanted to give to all of you to share with you. If you'll write this down, this promo code, and do make sure that you just use the capital letters as I have them here, so this HBPA 25 MAR. If you'll use that on Equineline, it will give you $25 free. So whatever you choose, whether you're using the trainer program or a portfolio, or you just want to run pedigrees or past performance, race records, whatever, you have until the end of March to do so, and that will all be free. So I know that we've gone over quite a few things pretty quickly, but I will be around through Friday, so glad to answer any questions, or if anyone has any questions now, I'm also glad to take them. Okay, all right, turn it back over to you, Eric. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Susan, and thank you for the long-standing partnership with